We have Assemblyman Peter Lopez who'd like to say a few words. Come on up, Peter.
There's a phrase that I am sure will resonate with many of you, and the phrase is effectively, without vision, where there's no vision, the people will perish. And as we heard Senator speak about the vision really applies to the board, the leadership here at Springbrook, and the vision of this community. And the vision is really focused on those in need. And we live in rural area, we live in communities that are surrounded by the idyllic setting that we enjoy today. And in between glancing at the farms and the forests and the fields, sometimes we lose track of the human equation. And sometimes it's easy to forget about the needs of families and individuals who may have challenges outside of our everyday existence. I have two nephews who suffer from autism, two twins, and they're 10 this year. And I can tell you that the dialogue in that household is one of abundant love for the children, but it's also a matter of concern for the parents and the family. And the twins, identical, are not progressing identically. And so Daniel is being mainstreamed and going into school, and we celebrate that, and we're thrilled as family members. Christopher, the other twin, is not progressing as Daniel. And Christopher will need intensive services and struggles. Both Christopher and Daniel love Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete loves them, and our family embraced them. But the challenge for us, as a community, is what do we do about that? How do we help the families who are struggling? How do we help the individuals who are trying to get past this disability to become as fully functioning as they can be? And so that's really what we're here about today. We also heard about the other aspects, and I'll tell you a quick story back to the issue of vision and leadership. Your director is fearless. She is a wonder. And she's also humble. And that humility and persistence is really what makes a difference for this board and for Patricia. We were in Albany. I'd never met her before. This was about a year and a half ago. And I see this person. She's got her hands full, and she's clearly struggling. She has an agenda. She's got something on her mind. She gets the elevator. Papers are dropping. She's shuffling all around. I help her pick up her papers. We get into the elevator, and we start to have a little conversation. And she said, "Oh, by the way, Assemblyman, you're on my list to visit." I said, "Well, Pat, nice to meet you. Look forward to our visit." So in the visit, we started to talk about the challenge that she had in putting the pieces together. And clearly there are many elements to this project. But the last piece she was hoping for was the issue of the state funding and support. So with that said, we had several meetings. And where's Beth? I missed her. Beth, raise your hand. Where are you? Around here somewhere. Whew. There she is. We sat down in my office and we went through their proposal and prospectus, and we thought, how can we get the attention of a governor and the Department of Budget in the midst of a recession with any number of critical issues, affordable housing and health care and education? How can we get the attention of Springbrook? And we put our heads together and we thought, let's show them what this can do. In addition to providing the critical service, which we all agree is necessary, how else can we get their attention? And the senator highlighted the issue of the cost saving to the state, the issue of the creation of new jobs. So what we did from those brainstorming sessions, and my brain's not that big, so the storm was very brief, but in those sessions, we were able to come back and recast the proposal, and with Senator beating on their door and me knocking on their door, we got the attention of the policymakers, and they too said yes. The project makes sense in terms of what we're trying to accomplish, but it also makes sense for the state of New York. And that's how we got in the door. So I just want to say congratulations to the persistence of your director, to the persistence of the board, and to the team ethic that's part of this celebration. So thank you, folks. God bless.
I was kind of embarrassed in the elevator. I have to admit that, just a little bit. I did, yeah. Okay.